So not to waste any time, Kinhank, yes, Kinhank, the people who constantly are putting out new little emulation devices and they sell them on Amazon. They sent me this one a while ago, the Super Console X King, and they said this is their most powerful system ever. The same old spiel of, newer, improved type of thing. I'm really hoping I don't have to bust out the hatchet today or the hammer or my foot. But there's the specifications of this thing. It's a B-Link Wi-Fi 6 Android box that obviously has games preloaded on it. But let's check this thing. This is the way it shipped to me. They shipped it to me from Amazon. So it came separate in this box than this box. I think it's just controllers in here. I'll get into that in a second. But here is the B-Link, the console. It's not a real console. It's just an Android box that they put their stuff on. Not their stuff, mind you, not their stuff. Extreme speed, 256 gigabytes. I think there's 117,000 games on this one. Look at that, looking like a wannabe SanDisk, but it's not. It's not. So there's that. You got all your ports, Wi-Fi 6. All I need out of here is the power supply. So there's the power supply. It does come with the remote. Always recommend not using these things as an Android box because who knows? There's a little micro SD card in there, usually 4 gigabytes, 8 gigabytes, in case you need the space if you use it as a Android box. But yeah, as we said in the previous video where I went a little crazy on the thing, not really something that I would recommend connecting to the internet because you never know. Watch that Linus Tech Tips video about these things with the malware and the weirdness. Who knows? Like, even if this company sent it out and they didn't intend on any of that, it's like these things are constantly getting flashed with the same firmware or whatever. Even if they didn't intend on it to have that stuff, it may still be there. But as a game console, okay, we're in it to win it. So okay, this should be the cheap PlayStation 2 controllers. Attention! The one USB receiver can connect with both at the same time. Maybe this will be fine. The last time it had like 2 of them. I could not get those controllers to work. I tried everything, man. Getting them, set up, it didn't work. And plugging a keyboard, trying to configure them, it didn't work. It was just ridiculous, man. But it's neither here nor there. Let's get this stuff going. So 2 AAAs. I got them prepared. There is no power button on this thing, so you plug it in, the eyes kind of glow a little bit, and you're off to the races here. Kinhank. So there we go, 117,753 games. So 100% no BS in you. There's going to be a buttload of duplicates here. This is a ROM dump festival at its finest, and I haven't even looked at the game list yet. But we're pretty sure on that. Holy crap. All right, what do we got here? The one thing is, like, I always say it, and I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be selling these things, but they do. They sell them on, Amazon and whatnot. And people are really interested, and I cover these to let you know the truth. You could do this yourself for way cheaper. If you got the time, if, you're resourceful and you can find everything. There's tons of tutorials out there. But let's see here. Where the hell is CPS 3? This thing is organized weirdly. Amiga CD32, 82 games. So this isn't like graphically demanding, but Amiga CD32 typically has issues running. So I just want to check real quick. Hey, well, Chuck Rock 2, the son of Chuck, frickin' plays. I'm surprised. I've tried this on a different device before and it didn't work. Kind of weird controls. Why is there only 2 games for PC Engine CD? It's the same 2. Double Dragon 2, Dungeon Explorer. It's always the same on these ROM dumps. 319 games and super graphics. There should only be 5. Famicom, 2,700 games. Ridiculous. NES, 1,500 games. Ridiculous. ROM dump action. I'm about ready to take a dump on this thing. I mean, it's working so far, but I mean, we haven't played much. Okay, so Wave Race actually boots up and plays at full speed on this device. I think the previous one, this game was stuttering like crazy, man. So maybe this is they're more powerful Kinhank. Damn. 10-hit combo. I don't even... Man, the buttons are like... Only 2 buttons are doing anything. So I don't know, man. I don't think this is configured right. Kabuki Joe is a hoe. I don't know what the assignment... Okay, R1 blocks. Okay, I mean, well, if the button configuration was good, maybe I could play this, but it seems to be playing fine. I don't know. Kabuki Joe just whooped my ass, though. So Nintendo 64, you're gonna find some stuff that runs, probably some things that don't. 3DO. You know, there's always one game on 3DO that we have to try. You know what? Like Samurai Showdown never plays. It'll be like missing graphics, but the one game I always have to try is the Need for Speed. How is it you screw up so bad? 99% of the time, you have the Need for Speed on there, but it's this freaking anime mahjong dating game. I saw a comment before, somebody said the Need for Speed dating, and I thought that was kind of funny, but yeah, what is this garbage? They automatically get a thumbs down, a fail for that. Ridiculous. All right, 3DO Samurai Showdown. Half the time the graphics glitch the hell out and there'll be no background. Let's find out. Maybe they got this one right this time. No, they didn't. No. They need to just like not... I mean, it's easy to say. Quit being a ROM dump. You guys suck. And you wouldn't have these issues if you only put stuff you know runs on here instead of just a giant mixed bag of boo-boo-ness. But they figure people are going to buy this junk. Don't. You could do better. So we got a Thomas Wave, Fist of the North Star. I've never played this game, never tested it. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Let's see if this runs. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but you know what? This is kind of cool. This controller sucks balls, though. All they had was a bunch of 2D games on here that I'm assuming they imagine would run on this, but sometimes they don't. I'm going to try out a Mortal Kombat Trilogy. This game had too much damn loading, but you know what? There we go. It seems to run all right. The volume's really low, though, for some reason. I can barely hear it. I got the sound almost all the way up. Dead or Alive 2. What do? You can't play it. Stupid, man. So that's the problem with this. Like, you'll find systems like Dreamcast really, like, this system's power, like, has enough power to run Dreamcast just fine. But you're gonna have like bad ROMs, and with 100-some-odd-thousand freaking games on here, there's gonna be like more than half of them are duplicates. I could already tell you that right now. But then you're gonna find a bunch that just don't run. Like, they're either missing something, or they're a bad ROM, or they're the wrong ROM. Like Need for Speed on the 3DO. I don't understand how that keeps happening. But it's a big mess, man. It's a big mess. You could do better. Look at this lot lizard. Lizard tail. Oh, shit. So, I mean, with Naomi, if Dreamcast works, you shouldn't have too many issues. But this game, 18-wheeler, it's already like black screen graphics. Black screen graphics. Oh, this has like a weird configuration. You got to mess with it, I think. But the game, I mean, it runs when you finally get past not being able to see the title screen. I don't know what's going on with this game. Kingdom Monsters 2, it just keeps doing this. When I get into the game, it like resets. I don't even know. I don't know what the deal is. But there you go. Typical ROM dump. I say you could do better. You could make one better yourself if you really wanted to. You could buy these cheap little Android boxes for a reasonable price and set them up yourself with Batocera, Emulation, whatever. Get going with that. But for the people who don't want to do all that, yeah, this is an option. But just realize you're getting a mess of a build. 14,000 freaking games. Do you see that? How many 2020 Super Baseballs do you need? Well, according to them, you need 2, 4, 6 of them. You need all the revisions, everything. Whatever this Japanese game is, you need 4 copies of it. It just goes on and on. 3 Ninjas Kick Back. Well, you get like 5 or 6 of those. It's a clusterfuck of a build, and that's typically what you're getting from these Chinese sellers. If you want quality, you got to do it yourself or find somebody who knows what they're doing. These people on Amazon, Kinhank, all of them, Bearway, whatever they're called, there's tons of them. If it's sold on Amazon, this is what to expect. And I'm hoping they could change that at some point, and I actually get one of these in my hands that I'm just blown away by. And that time has not come, not with this thing. Thanks for watching. Bye.